Yo, 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 day 9 already. 12 days of Seller Club. I'm so excited to talk about this. 9 ladies dancing. Reminds me of. Why are you laughing?
I'm so excited
actually,
to talk about 9 ladies dancing.
I
It just
actually don't
cracked
have
me
a
up.
context. Why is it 9 ladies dancing, Anna?
Be-
Can you caveat it for me?
Okay, I don't know the history of all of the 12 days of Christmas items, but that's the gift for day 9. It's 9 ladies dancing.
Oh, okay.
It's a gift.
Okay.
You should enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Ladies, thank you for dancing. But it's actually, reminds us on how we should celebrate our wins.
Yes.
Hitting our sales goals, our listing goals, and just achieving and, to be honest, celebrating that we made it all alive, and we're
Yeah.
still here. We're still in business, and how do we do that? What are the things that we do to celebrate those things? Because one of the things that's different with owning your business, being an entrepreneur, being your own boss, is nobody actually congratulates you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you hit a certain sales goal in certain, when you have a sales job, you get a plaque, you get a cake, you get a shout out. I kind of like feeling like Snoop Dogg right now. Is like, huge shout out to me. Thanks, huge shout out to me. Like, thank you for showing up me. But kidding aside, I think it's very important to do those in a psychological way. It's positive reinforcement, right? You celebrate and you reinforce good things that happen, and it kind of just encourages you to do more. So one of the things that me and JC does it is we actually pick a restaurant that we want to go out to eat. A lot of those wins are not extremely big wins. You have to celebrate the mini wins or the different steps that you have accomplished to get to the bigger wins, because we all know the big wins are very obvious, kind of like in a YouTube way you get the $100,000 plaque, but what about like the different $5,000 followers or different smaller milestones? So we all have to identify those, because if we don't identify those, then we don't have anything to celebrate. So like I said earlier, me and JC kind of like wants to try out a new restaurant in our city, and that's how we celebrate our wins. Let's just say like, oh, this week, we hit $1,000 a day sales. The next week, oh, we hit $2,000, and we kind of, as long as it's proportion, I'm not spending a $5,000 vacation on a $1,000 day.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. So what about you, Anna?
Yeah, totally. I obviously food. We love to go out to eat to celebrate. That's a default for John and I too. Anything to celebrate. Definitely, there's usually some treat or some meal involved. But I think too, celebrating milestones of hitting your goals. Sometimes, we set goals for things that aren't directly in our control. Like a sales goal, for example, is a good example of that. So I also like to set goals about just the activity I'm doing that's hopefully putting me in position to meet that goal. But say that I got, all the number of things listed this month that I wanted to, or I, made some other commitment and stuck to it in the habits of running my business. And, whether or not my sales came through, I still have things to celebrate, because I still set some goals, measurable goals around things that I have control over, that I'm in charge of doing, and I did them. And also, you don't have to celebrate with things that cost you money necessarily. I mean, one of the things I love to do, if I felt like, man, I have just gone above and beyond, I've worked really hard this week, I've done some innovating, whatever. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm taking off this time, chunk of time that normally I'd be working in my business, and I'm gonna go like play my piano for an hour. Like, I'm just gonna go like let myself kind of dive into like a creative something that will like really fill my cup, and that's a reward for me, because normally I would have delegated that time to the business.
Very interesting. I would probably say, which this is what I plan on doing, celebrating with a day or two or more of rest. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. I know I haven't
That is
taken
sounding
a break in a while.
suspiciously like a vacation, Glenn. I
Right,
don't
this
know.
guy's
I don't
terrible
know.
at it. Like,
I know.
he's
I'm
the
really
worst.
bad.
He's the
Really
worst.
bad. Okay, so Sunday is supposed to be a day of rest
Yes.
in general. But
Right.
with us being in this online business and we're constantly, especially for Sunday, it's like the next day is Monday ready to ship and
You're
things
trying to
are
get
Oh, yeah.
ahead.
exactly.
Totally.
So it's kind of like how much are we really resting? But I think trying to find that rest and re-energize for 2024 is going to be huge. So
I agree.
you know, doing as much as you can, whether that's just laying around watching movies with family or to literally just sleeping as much as you can to you know, hibernate and be ready, then I would definitely do that. So that's mine.
I love
That is good. I mean, that is a good call out as far as, you know, there are things that can be done today and there are things that can be done tomorrow, right? Like there's a saying like, today has enough worry, you know, let tomorrow
Of its own,
you know,
yeah.
wait till, of its own. So I think that's one of the things that we have to recognize because again, I feel like that's when burnout comes in and that's when resent comes in, especially, you know, when we have significant other, we have other families that's around us already. You know, I could totally see it, you know, with Glenn. You know, once baby Zoe starts talking and stuff like that, she's gonna be demanding you hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, Daddy, you told me, right? And you're gonna be held accountable in a different level. So like, might as well practice now. So
Yeah.
one of the things that that I got out of that is we've been making our Thursday our Saturday. It's kind of like our off day. So we've our Thursday has been free and has been like very like loose. So so again, you know, I think that's the challenge, and that's a good call out to celebrate your wins and also, you know, put some mini goals that you can achieve and put some other treats like what Anna said, doing activities that you've always loved, and instead of dedicating that time to your business, you know, put it aside for something completely different, because trust me, it's gonna be worth it. And again, in the game of business, there is no end. So the healthier you are, the happier you are, the happier the people around you, the longer you're gonna be in business. So that is day 9 of 12 days of Seller Club. See you tomorrow. We out.
Bye.
See ya.